Hey YouTube, this is Carrie Scrapping for a Dart. Well, I want to do another video for you. This is all on storage unit scrap. This is like the third or fourth video in the series that I've been doing. I can't remember what number I'm on here because sometimes I film a couple in a row. Anyway, I wanted to show you what you can get from storage units. Again, I'll explain myself. My friend Greg does storage units. He buys them once in a while and he gives me all of either the stuff that doesn't sell at his yard sales, or he gives me just all the scrap, everything that's broken, all wiring. As you can see here, there's all kinds of stuff. I'll show you really quick here in this video, hopefully. This bin here is pretty much, I know it's a little dark, but it's all pots and pans and kitchen stuff for the most part, so I won't go into it. Everybody's seen pots and pans, and looks like there's a cheese grater and a spice rack and some other goodies in there. Pots and pans, they can be magnetic, or they can also be stainless steel or aluminum. You want to separate everything out because you make a lot more money separating it. There is another one of these stereos with a detachable face. I showed you one of these in another video. This one's a different brand. I have the faceplate over here. This is a Panasonic. I can look it up to see if it's worth anything. It says it's from 2005, December of 2005. It's got some aluminum heat sinks on it, some wiring. If it's not worth anything, I'll scrap that for sure. Here, let me see if I can get my light over here. Might help you out a little bit. There's a box of wiring there. That piece of wire right there with a little gray box on it is actually marked Nintendo, so I will pull that out and see if it's worth anything. I think it's from an original Nintendo system. There's a coffee maker. There's some old car speakers. I did look at the back. They're called Explode brand, but the speakers are all split and broke. And these are some old, I think they were Sony's, but they're all trashed. So those will go just as is. There's another piece of some electrical stuff, some more kitchen stuff. There's some stove top, those metal rings that go around where your cooking elements are. And then there's a little bag there with some, I thought it was brass at first, but it's not. It's just some fittings. It's magnetic, but it looks like brass, but it's not. Put my light back over here, see if I can. And this bag had some laptop hard drives. There's two of them in there. One's actually still new in the bag. Actually, there's three in here. These I'll just destroy because even though I don't know the person, I'm not going to try to sell something with their personal information on it. That's not right. And then we'll switch back over here. You can see here, there's one of the pots here, has a bunch of little stuff in it. This one's got lots of screws and nuts and bolts. There's some brass screws in there I saw. This bag's got copper fitting. There's some connectors in here. Fork. There's all kinds of stuff to go through in here. Lots of, there's some brass screws and bolts in here, so that's pretty cool. So I'll go through and separate all this out. Not a lot in there. I don't know what that is. Old pin backs, buttons. Let's see. There's a box of paper clips. Another, looks like a cheap digital camera. Not sure if it's worth anything, but I'll look it up. Another little alarm clock. Calculator. Old school flip phone. These sell at my yard by the pound, or you can pull the boards out and sell them separately. There is, that's another, I don't know what that is, but it's got a gold connector on it. A couple of CPU chips. These sell pretty well by the pound, but it takes quite a few to get a pound, but once you do, they sell pretty well. Some kind of a aluminum whistle. There's a little pile there, just some other miscellaneous things. I noticed there was this little pin back. The camera's not that great, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. If it's gold, that'd be awesome. I'll sell it and split it with the guy that gave it to me. There's that faceplate again. Stainless steel coffee container or for water or whatever. These are just some miscellaneous tins. These are empty. This is some kind of light. I couldn't figure out how to turn it on, so I'm not sure what it is. Just some computer stuff. There's part of a, looks like a wheel to the bottom of a bed frame. This bucket here, it's got a nice brass fitting in it. This is nice and heavy, probably, you know, just under a pound. So $1.30 a pound for brass in my area. Once you clean it up, take the screw out of it. These fittings here, they look like copper. I don't know if my magnet will work through the bag. Yeah, they're magnetic, so it's not copper. There's some chain. This is an old thing maker by Mattel. This thing's shot, it's got all rusted out, but I remember these, you could actually melt like wax or something in here and put them in these little molds and you could create little creatures. I guess I'm old, but I remember that. And here's some slot car stuff. I collect slot cars, but this stuff's just the old, this Eldon brand. It's cheaper. The wires are broken. This power supply is shot. It's smashed. But these covers, I believe, are aluminum. So I'll pull the aluminum off, and then I'll sell the little power supply that's inside. And move some of this stuff out of the way so we can see what's in this other bin. This is cool. Check this out. Okay, it's a peppermint tin, which I'll just throw into my tin once I empty it. But this thing's full of goodies too. Of course, there's some toenail clippers. Ew. But check this out. Look at these pieces of brass. That's with the size of my hand there. That's pretty big. Another pound or so. Another piece right there. That's fairly big. There's some more brass. So this bin here might be worth $5 or something. You never know. There's some keys in there. Keys are brass normally. Sometimes they're magnetic. You just check them with a magnet. Pizza cutter. Some other goodies like that. And then there's this other box. I'm hoping this light reaches. Hopefully I can kind of balance this. I might struggle here trying to get this to balance. There we go. Check out all this stuff. Most of this, a lot of this is like cast iron. So this goes in. This is the best type of steel you can have, or iron, I guess. And get like 5 cents a pound for this heavier duty stuff. There is some brass in there. There's a stainless steel little cup there. There's a starter for a car. This piece here is brass. It's got a piece of iron in there that I can pull out to clean it up, and then I can sell it as yellow brass. There's some brake pads in here. There's some more fittings, copper and brass. And if you can see, get a better angle. There's a lot of goodies in this. So this must have come out of the guy's garage. There's some battery terminals in there, which have nice copper on the end. So this is the kind of stuff you can find in storage units. And I don't buy the storage units, but a friend of mine does. And this kind of stuff to him just isn't worth much. He's not going to take the time to go through and separate every nut and bolt and put it in a bin like me. He's after the stuff where he can flip it and make a, $50, $100, stuff like that. So this is the kind of stuff, if you kind of hook up with a friend of yours, offer a free service is taking this stuff from them, and you can get all this kind of stuff. And if you're like me, this is not work. This is fun. I love doing this stuff. I turn the game on my radio and I just, maybe have a couple beers and just relax and enjoy myself. So I hope you guys like this. If you like this series, let me know. I'll keep doing them. Please like and subscribe. Take care.